doing at the youth level that you felt like weren't that good and that like they could have improved on like mentally or physically, or did you feel like they were doing all the right things, like even on the national team or even like your club team? Like, what do you feel like could change? Because I have a lot of opinions on youth soccer, man. I'm telling you right now, shit's trash.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's changed so much now. I mean, like I was telling you before we got on, I never played academy. Like I only played academy when I was with the national team. They put us in the league just so we can get games, and we smashed everybody. But I didn't have academy, and so when I was growing up, yeah, we had nothing. We didn't have weight and conditioning coach. We didn't have gym. We didn't have nutrition. We didn't have anything. It was like a dad walking through the hotel saying you need to drink some water. Here's some water if you were lucky, you know. And so when we went to the national team, it was totally different. They prioritized nutrition. They tried to educate you on nutrition. They tried to educate you on the gym. Like I said, I was in the gym almost every morning. It's completely different. So you learn some habits that now I have to this day because I've been able to have this career that I've had, and you have to do those things. But if you don't teach that to a young kid, I mean, sometimes it's hard for them to get those habits. But the only thing about the national team is that you grind, so you wear out a little bit, and I think they wore some guys out.
you think
How do you find that balance? You know, especially for each age group, it completely different. It changes so much per age group, and so I've actually done a couple coaching courses, and they talk about in the youth and then as you go up and like how much you can do per player. And so I think there's a lot more data, a lot more science on these things. But yeah, I mean, the organization from the beginning is bad. And so if you start there, then you're in trouble. And I think a lot of youth clubs and coaches and teams probably struggle because of it. I'm not so much in the youth game anymore, but I remember my time, and I know people were eating McDonald's on the way to the game. You know what I mean? And they were trying to ball.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's hurts, but it's also one of those things like you have to like respect those guys that could go out there, eat McDonald's, and just go absolutely kill it. Because I think
But it ends.
it does. You can't do that long
You do
term.
that 16, but you can't do that 32.
Exactly, and you can't do it long term. But I think it's one of those things where I feel like these kids now they have so much, and it's almost too much.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we went from having nothing to everything. There has to find a balance of like, okay, well, let's give them something and give them something to fight for. Because a lot of these kids don't have the same like hunger that we had. Like, I think being not making a lot of money early for the league and players and stuff. Because I talked to so many older players older than us, and they were like, dude, I was making.
When Greg entered the league, he was playing for LA Galaxy was making $12,000 a year.
Yeah.
You have to have another job. So yeah, I mean that motivation's got to be different. I mean now every year when I came in the league, they're like, oh, I can't believe you got this much money, and it was nothing compared to what guys are getting now. You know, and so, the money was different. MLS was different. I mean, that league has changed
drastically.
Completely different league from when I entered it to where it is now.
Yeah, and I think the thing too is like, you know, at the youth. Appreciate you guys listening in and tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to all our platforms: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Click that button in and get back to us, all right? Appreciate you guys.